thing again is evacuations have three basic components. I don't care if it's an on-site evacuation, if it's an off-site evacuation, whatever. The first thing you have to consider is what area is going to be evacuated. The second thing you have to consider is how am I going to get people out of the affected area? And the third thing you've always got to consider is where do I want them to go? So if you're going to evacuate people off the plant, you need to tell them where are you going to go? Where are we going to get the PAR at? Where do you need to congregate when you leave here? One of the biggest problems we're finding when we talk to a lot of these school districts is they don't understand the three components of evacuation. So what they tend to do is they want to get people out, but the issue is where are they going to go and who's going to meet with them when they get there and who's going to make sure that they're there. So it's the same thing's true for you. You can't just say, leave the property, where do you want me to go, and when do you want me to get there, and who do you want me to talk to when I get there. That's really important to have those three phases of evacuation, okay? Very, very important. The other thing is, how do I know everybody is where they're supposed to be when they get there? Did somebody get lost? Did somebody take off? Did somebody not get away from the site? That's the kind of things we want to look at. And it's as big as this place is, having some idea of where someone may be is going to be a real asset to you as a safety officer, emergency responder, to know this is probably where I'm going to have to go find those people. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. If this evacuation goes off-site, it is very important that there needs to be somebody off-site we're talking to. How does that work now if you have to go off-site? If you decide you're going to evacuate there, what happens?
Every employee comes over here. We have locations for evacuation sites. Every time we give them a permit, our operators discuss the evacuation site. This is the location